Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another special edition of the Creeply Pickups. It is nothing special these days, but what can I say? I've got quite a bit of stuff here, actually. Mostly Xbox, so if you're not into Xbox stuff, it's probably not a great video for you. But I did find one thing in the garbage, which I'm going to show you guys first to get that out of the way. And then we're going to jump into some stuff that's a little bit more interesting. Plus, I learned a old lesson all over again for the first time, so fun times. Okay, first up, garbage find, a PS4 game, Predator Hunting Grounds. Now this is based off of the Predator, like the Aliens versus Predator, that Predator, the Schwarzenegger Predator. It's an online multiplayer game, so I'm probably not going to keep it as much as I'm a fan of the Predator. I'm probably not going to keep this, just to try to move it on while it still has a little bit of value. This was a little bit wet, so I had to pull it all apart and dry it out very carefully and very slowly so it doesn't warp and all that. You can see the water damage. You can see a little bit on the sides, a little bit there, but it's not too bad. Either way, I can get a little bit of money out of that, so that's what I'm going to go for. Alright, on to Blu-Rays. I know. I feel like this channel's turning into a bit more of like a 3D Blu-ray channel, but honestly, it's a little bit more fun. Video game competition out there is ridiculous right now. 3D Blu-rays, not so much. This is one I found today, actually. It is I, Frankenstein, just in time for Halloween. I, Frankenstein 3D. I've heard it's not a great movie, but it's got that 3D Blu-ray, so you know I'm going to check it out, especially for the $5 price tag on that. I went for it. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll watch it for Halloween this year. Next up, alright, this is a really good TV show that I really enjoy, especially the first season, which is this one. It's Spartacus, Blood and Sand. Basically goes over like the Spartacus and the gladiator revolution, slave revolt in Rome, led by Spartacus. And this is basically 300 times 10 times 100. It is ridiculous. It is full of blood and gore and sex and nudity and everything that you would want in a show. It's here. A lot of violence, very hyper violent. Either way, great show. Love it. Not for the faint of heart, but good show. And then moving on to probably I want to say it's like on my all-time favorite shows of all time list, because I watch it probably once a year. I give my wife a hard time for watching like Friends and How I Met Your Mother every year, The Office, and then I turn around and I watch this every year too, but who knows. Is the Blu-ray completes Band of Brothers, and you can see the price I paid for it right there. I've been watching, you can find this on DVD all day, the Steelbook DVD all day, every day, at any Value Village you go to, but I was been holding out for the Blu-ray copy. If that shows up, maybe not. Waiting for that Blu-ray to show up. This is a great show. It is violent. It's very Saving Private Ryan times 10, because it's 10 episodes. But yes, it's a great show. Everyone should watch that. Okay, guys, I'm not perfect, and I made a mistake. I made quite a big mistake, actually. I was looking through some games at Value Village, and I was like, I can't believe someone left this game behind. A couple games there that I couldn't believe they left behind. This was one of them. Ninja Gaiden Black, whatever you want to call it. This game is worth quite a bit of money, and I couldn't believe that someone had left it there for whatever the $6 that it is. I opened it, did a quick, yeah, everything's there, cool, move on, check the disc, it's fine. The problem is, when I opened to check the disc, when I got home, it is a copy of Crimson Skies that's inside. So, I have an extra Crimson Skies disc, and the disc is in good shape, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I might just pop the case, sell the case online, because that still has a little bit of value. But, yeah, I don't know. If you need a case for Ninja Gaiden Black, let me know. Alright. That just goes to show you, always check the discs. It doesn't matter where you're going. Sometimes it works in your favor, like when I got that GameCube game that actually had Wind Waker in it, rather than with the one that I paid for. Worked out in my favor this time. It didn't work out in my favor, but you live, you learn. I learned it again and again. It's a repeat lesson. All right, next up is Forza Motorsport 6. I have Forza Motorsport 5 for Xbox One. Didn't have 6, so grabbed it for $6. Seems appropriate. The only Forza one that I really got into was Forza Motorsport 4. That's the one on 360 because I have the wheel and everything for it. But I haven't gotten into the ones on Xbox One just because the wheel isn't compatible. And I don't want to fork out all that money for an Xbox One wheel. But, you know, if I come across one in the future for cheap, then it'll be worth it. Here's one I couldn't believe was left on the shelf. Nier for Xbox for another $6. Seems to be the going rate these days for games in general. This is not complete. For your complete police out there, not complete, but still good. This has been re-released, I believe, as Nier Replicant on the newer systems, but this one still holds a little bit of value, so that's why I grabbed it. Here's a game that I've been watching out for a long time. Not a game you would think would have any value, but actually does. Toy Story 3. These old, any Disney Pixar games for Xbox and 360, or Xbox and PS3. Yeah, they're going up in value a little bit. So I've been watching out for this one. Finally grabbed it for the going rate. Maybe I'll get around to playing all these one day. This I had no idea what I wanted, if I wanted it or not. I got a little bit intrigued because of one of the stickers that's on it. It's Star Trek. We'll just call it Star Trek the video game because it's not really known by anything else, no subtitles. And I got it because it has Play It 3D compatible in there. I know there's a couple 360 games that support 3D gameplay. I think Batman Arkham Asylum is one of them, maybe Arkham City. So that's one of the reasons I picked this up. I hear this isn't a great game, but it's like a decent-ish cover-based shooter. So I figured I would pick it up, and I don't think it's very long. I think it's like maybe 4 or 5 hours, so perfect. I'll throw that in the list and maybe play it one day. And this is one I picked up just to flip. Operation Flashpoint Red River. These are basically very realistic military sims from what I remember of Operation Flashpoint. Again, just picked this up to flip. I don't really have much interest in playing this. I'm much more of an arcade shooter type guy. So we'll see. We'll see if I can make some money on that. All right, some more games that I picked up from Value Village. A lot of Value Village this pickup video. This I picked up again for the 3D compatible. It is Tron Evolution. I'm a big fan of the Tron series. I like both movies. And this is kind of like the in-between the first and the original Tron and then Tron Legacy, kind of lead up into Tron Legacy. Kind of what happened and how Clue kind of took over the mainframe, that kind of stuff, and the grid. So, yeah, picked it up. It was $3.99, lower than the going rate, so I grabbed it. Here's one. You would be surprised how hard it is to find this game in good shape. Every time I find this game, it is trashed, absolutely trashed. The case is messed up, it's missing the manual, the disc is scratched. It says a lot about the people who own this game. So, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, picking this up to kind of complete my Call of Duty set. More coming in a later pickup video. But yeah, figured I would grab this. This is funny because it actually has 2 stickers on it. There's the not going rate, and then there was another sticker on there for $49. I believe someone probably bought this at Value Village originally for this price, and then brought it back, and then it got stickered at that price because that's what everything was. So I can add that to my. I finished my Modern Warfare set. I have 1, 2, and 3 now for the set. All right, this one was at the showcase. And I wasn't sure if I was going to grab it, but I figured it might be good trade bait for somebody because it's not a game I see very often, so I figured I would grab it. It is Digimon All-Star Rumble. I picked that up for 10 bucks. Again, showcase prices. You gotta pay what you gotta pay. Again, I'm not a huge fan, or a fan at all, of Digimon or Pokemon. So that is a straight trade bait. At some point, someone will pay me for that, or trade me. And this was alongside the Nier. When I picked up Nier, this was right beside it, which I couldn't believe that it was still sitting there. Azura's Wrath for Xbox 360. This is a Capcom game, and this is basically like a playable anime that is off the wall craziness. This game is going for $50-$60+ right now, so great score for the going rate of $6. That I already have this game, so this will be a flip or at the table at the upcoming Niagara video game swap that I'm going to. Fingers crossed, if all goes well, please. Okay, I'm going to finish this video out with some limited run stuff. I know I try to put a limited run stuff in every video. Not that that's great for me, but sometimes it just works out that way. This one I've had on order for a long time, actually. I think this one actually held up my other order, because I ordered them together. It is Corpse Killer for the Switch. It's an FMV shooter, like light gun shooter. I don't believe it supports a light gun, so you gotta move with the reticle with the joystick and pull the button. But very, very super cheesy action. I believe it was like a Sega CD or a Sega Saturn game. Probably all those. But yeah, picked it up again because of my fascination with FMV stuff. This is one I've been waiting for a while. Actually, I bought it on limited run, but then I think I bought this one first, and then I bought Corpse Killer, and then I had to wait for Corpse Killer to get made. And so it was slowed down this shipment, and then meanwhile it went on sale in the eShop, so I bought it there. So don't really need the physical version, but reasons. So I have the Mummy Demastered from Limited Run. Great game. This is like another WayForward published game. When WayForward makes a game, you take notice. So they did all the Shantae games, and Wendy Witch games, and all those games that go up in value. Basically, it's like the WayForward is like the new Atlas for the people. So I picked it up, and I don't need to open it because now I have it on eShop digitally. I put it in a little Switch case because believe it or not, this is going up in value. So I mean, limited run stuff is hit or miss these days, whether it's gonna be worth more money or less money by the time you get it. Who knows? And this one, all right. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2. Now this is I made a mistake. Not this time, but I have Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 1, and I bought that one for Vita, and I just assumed Curse of the Moon 2 would come out on Vita. Obviously, I was mistaken because Vita is no longer supported. But I bought 2 copies of Curse of the Moon 2 in the hopes that I could trade it for another Curse of the Moon 1 on Switch, so I could have a subset together. Not sure I want to get rid of the Vita one yet, just because I'm sure Vita's going to go skyrocket. So I'm going to hold on to that one for now, but I'm hoping I can do a straight trade. Curse of the Moon 2 for Curse of the Moon 1 on Switch. That's my plan. So cool to have. It looks like the cool NES box, and obviously takes inspiration from the Castlevania series, which is cool. I played the first one and beat it, and it was fun. So maybe I'll get to this one. I'll probably just end up buying it digitally, because why would I want to open this? That's gonna be my video for this time. I'm cutting this one short, even though it's not even that short. It's 14 minutes. I got another huge Xbox lot that is gonna be my next video. I won't bore you guys with this one, but it'll be a part 2 continuation from here. You'll see it in the near future. So that's gonna do it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.